Hey guys, it's Chris, and once again we're doing some mess in my workroom. As you can see here, we have a big pile of stuff. Today it's going to be on the Blueberry iMac. I purchased this brand new in 1999 for $1,100, and I got a Blueberry zip drive with it on USB. And I was going to get a printer because they had a really cool Epson printer that looked like the Blue, but I did not. So roughly $1,200 was spent on this back in the day. And today what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the IDE hard drive that was in it, or that is in it, and upgrade it to Compact Flash via this little neat thing. This is for a different project. So I got a 64 gig compact flash card. It was $60. And I also have one of these Cyber compact flash adapters. It was $12. And what it does is it will use a 4-pin floppy drive connector. Hook up your standard IDE here. Slap a compact flash card in here, there's a couple boot options, and bam, you're rocking and rolling. The only problem I'm foreseeing going to have is on older Macintoshes, Apple controlled what types of hard drives you could put in the machines. So what happens is it'll be undetected. But thanks to companies like FWB, Lacey, and a couple of others, you can install hard disk drivers that will allow this machine to see a non-Apple specified hard drive. Apple would contract with various vendors from IBM to Seagate to Western Digital to put special firmware that the Mac would be able to detect. I've read somewhere that it's a 50-bit shift or something like that, correct me if I'm wrong, that certain flash cards would be able to see. Now I tried a SanDisk, 128 megs, just to see if it would work. It doesn't like it. So I got a Centaur, no, Centaur, that's this one. Something, I forget. It's in here now. And that one worked. But it's too small. It's only 4 gig, and I can't do nothing on 4 gig. So I have a 1 gig thumb drive, which this is not going to boot off of. So I'm going to go ahead and, give myself some power and fire this up. You might see some focus issues on this. I'll try and keep it going, but the hertz signal is going to be displaying. So I'm going to stop yapping. And we're going to shut this down, and we're going to open it up and do all this over again because I want to put the larger compact flash in. This is the motherboard of the iMac 333. You'll see here I got the Sonnet add-on FireWire card. It's actually underneath of this heat shield, which I'm not going to remove. That's where also the memory is, the processor upgrade, and a jumper wire which ran to power the FireWire. So what I'm focused on is underneath of the CD-ROM. To remove the CD-ROM, you push this and lift up a little bit, and it will slide right out. Now I'm going to unplug this. This is also IDE or parallel ATA to you newcomers. Underneath of this, the hard drive would normally sit. It is on a tray that is an angular tray, but it has this little spring in it. So if you push back on this, it should come out. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to lift up on my tray, slightly pulling forward and putting it on an angle. You're going to notice, hey man, something's different in here. In here normally, is just a standard IDE hard drive with the screws in it. Well, what I did was this. I had to make a 4-pin to floppy drive Molex power cord, and here the Transcend, that's the brand. So with that, boop, out goes this, and we're going to open and install this new 64 gigger because the original hard drive I had was way less. Now this does work, but I want to load OS 10 on it. I can get the 10.3 Panther on this version, and alright, so this is booting into its own little disk that I made called Repair CD, and on it there's a very few utilities to allow me, Norton Utilities, FWB hard disk toolkit, disk copy, toast, zip, and I don't know. So first I want to run drive setup without any drivers loaded. So it does see a drive. This disk can be initialized. ATA bus 0. I have installed no drivers. I'm just going to initialize it. New partition, 1 Mac OS. Go for it. It should be a 64 or 63 and some change drive. 60.1 gigs. So I lost 4 gigs somehow. I might need to burn a new one. But this is a CD drive, and all I have is Blu-rays and DVDs. Oh, there we go. Mac OS 9. If this disk is bad, it's going to take forever to install. But I'll fast forward all this, and we'll watch the whole thing in super fast speed. One image, Apple software restore. It's called Mac OS 9 Lives. It's 922. Bingo. We're gonna erase untitled. We're just whatever. Volume format, special options, everything. Restore. Restoring the image. Yes. Restoring the file. So here we go. This is too slow. Nope. Toast. Well, we're going to nuke this one. We're going to go back to another one. Okay. Alright. So I finally got the thing booted. I ended up having to fire up my disc sets with the originals because the backup copies I made of those discs doesn't like this media. Whatever these discs are, just some cheap knockoffs, it doesn't like. So I'm literally just gonna take whatever's on this, which is nothing. I'm not worried about it. Apple software restore off the original disc. Wah yourself. Okay, this, erase the hard drive, restore. This is the OS 8.5.1 that I had on the machine when I bought it. I'll do the updaters over Ethernet afterward. And this usually takes 5 minutes. This one was working, and then all of a sudden I said, boop, died out. This disc kept spinning up, slowing down, spinning up, slowing down. So as technology changes, I have to find some old CDs, old, new, but older style, like, I don't know, 2X, 4X, I don't know. This thing's picky. Worst case, I'm just gonna plug a USB boot disk in it and let it roll, and we'll see. But I always have this one. This one's done. I just don't feel like taking it apart. be nice if I could rig up some way to put a slot in there or something, go for what I want. But this is an old machine. I don't want to trash it too bad. And it's hard to get what I want. Once this is done, 64 gigs, solid state, meaning this flash card, that's more than I was bargaining for. So we'll see. So I'm going to let this roll, and when it's done, off the original disc, we'll come back. Okay, so we're back. Booting. Starting up. Kind of pauses here for a minute. Boom. Okay, that looks just like what you had. Because it is. This stupid 64 gig card I can't get to work. It did boot. I let it sit. It gave me a bomb screen. It was so slow. It literally took, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes. I don't know why. So, something about the virtual RAM. I don't know. I have to look into it. So I'm going to clone this disk up again. Copy it to this machine. And see what I get. And fart around with it some more. But, you know, it works. This is the small 4 gig partition. But, I mean, it's fast for what it's doing. I mean, like Doom 2, yes, 256 colors. I mean, for a 98 machine, boom, playing Doom 2. I think I had a game saved. Yeah. I forget the keys. This AI sucks. Look at this. My favorite gun was the BFG 9000. You only got like 4 rounds for it. So anyway, not bad for a 1998 machine. I mean, it runs great, but like I said, I gotta get it on that larger card because I want to put OS 10 back on it, but I still want the speed for classic 9192. This is still the 8.5. So this whole project was for nothing. Maybe I'll do this video another day. Thanks for watching.